Welcome back to the Road Show. This morning in the Buzz. Michelle joining us now to talk about the business of selling cards. You know, there's everything from, you know, traditional occasions to unique ones when you go to get a card, but losing a job, now there's a card for that too. Kind of like now there's an app for that.
Yes.
It's probably an app for that as well. But anyway, Hallmark recently rolled out this new line of layoff greeting cards. Some are funny, some are sensitive, and Hallmark says they're selling very well. With the unemployment rate at 9%, company says customers called in the need. Of course, many people think it's a bad idea, but some experts think differently.
And I think by virtue of bringing it out into the open and discussing it, there's less shame attached to it. And the more shame that is attached to being laid off, the less likely you are to go out there and actually find a new job quickly.
One of the things it says on the front of that card is your job is not who you are. And I think that we often attach so often meaning to who we are by what we do for a living. And if we can detach that, we're going to be much happier.
Okay, I don't know. I'm not buying this, but I'll ask. Now, I assume this is a card that's, you know, like a birthday card or a condolence card that you send it after the event, right? So that you lose your job, and I would send a card.
If you get one in the mail from your boss before you know it, then you know you're in trouble.
Good. It's like an invitation.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of not good. So what do you think of these things?
I mean, look, are you shocked that Hallmark's going to try and capitalize off of something else? I mean, I feel like I can send a card from my dog to my great-grandmother for Mother's Day. You know what I mean? Like, there's a card out there for everything right now. So I'm not surprised, but unless it has like a $5 or $10 bill in it, or maybe a gift card to like Stop and Shop, then I don't want to see it, right?
Right, exactly.
You know, when I was first reading about this, it was one of those moments where I went, really? Like, you know, really? Are we almost, I don't want to say congratulating layoffs, but I feel like anytime you get a card, it's because you're giving some sort of warm wishes.
Or a recognition. Or recognizing an event, you know, whether it be like I said, like a birthday or like a communion or even like a death. You know, you send a card because it's, you know, you're recognizing, hey, I'm sorry, and I want you to know that I'm thinking about you.
But I feel like with a layoff, that's such a tough time. I wouldn't want to almost throw it back in their face of, you know, here's the card, just to let you know, you're still broke.
You're still,
you know,
I don't know, but I think sometimes people feel something and they have trouble expressing it. So maybe you take somebody else that says something that you want to say, but maybe you don't have the courage to actually go up to their face and say it. So you send a nice note and you say, I do want you to know that I'm thinking about you. I've missed you at the office, or whatever it is.
I don't know how some of them can be funny, though. I know they mentioned, of course, because there are the ones that are heartfelt, and there are tough times, and like we said, the unemployment's at 9% now, which is, it's tough, so a lot of people can relate to it, but I don't know how you can make a joke out of it.
I had a girlfriend that was unemployed for a little while, and she jokingly called it fun employment. So I mean, I think, like, I mean, she was like, all right, I'm on fun employment, I gotta, you know, fill my days with something else. And I do think that, like, there are certain, I mean, certainly it's a very serious situation, and I think, though, you can't be serious and down 100% of the time.
You gotta live your life and try and make light of it, and try and make a situation better. Now, I'll ask you this, Michelle. When Michaela is gone in January and is
am I going to send her a card?
I'm going to be receiving these cards left and
unemployment.
Well, I might have to now. Now that there's a card for it.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. I just think
she's not going to be unemployed for long.
I just think they need to be tastefully done. I'm hoping that the jokes are lighthearted enough where someone will actually laugh and maybe not break down.
I don't know, I'm going to save my money and get you something else.
Yeah.
All right, okay?
I didn't know what to get her because, you know, it's so hard, you know, you just don't, what do you get? Is it a going away present? It's, you know, sorry you're leaving or whatever. But now that we have this opportunity to give you a card, I will look for the most creative one. In fact, the one that I will find for you, Michaela, will be like the ones that you get when you open up and they sing you a song or they play you a
nice thing
message.
like or I think like a little button that comes out with it.
A little sparkly thing, or open it, just goes wah, wah.
Right. Dun, dun, dun. Or that gong, like the gong sound, like it's over. Gong.
I'm expecting a plethora of these
It'll be
in my mailbox.
going away party.
There you go.
All right.
Send them to the studio.
You're not going anywhere yet. A couple more months to go, and we're not counting down the days because we don't want you to go, of course.
No.
But you are. All right.
Thanks for reminding her.
Go over to
You're like, but fact of the matter is,
we're going to miss her. We have to have fun with her while she's here.
Exactly.
I do want to add to that, Michaela, I'm going to take you out to lunch because I don't want to be like everybody and send a card.
There you go.
So I will give you a proper send-off there at the restaurant of your choice. So everybody is hearing about that now. So we're talking about these layoff sympathy cards, if you will, on the live blog and on Facebook. Lots of comments there already. Let's start on foxprovidence.com. And this first one was from Joe, and he said, I think the card is a great idea. It does show your coworker marker that you really do care. Besides, I have cards for everything else out there anyway. Why not a layoff sympathy card? So here's the poll. What we're asking everybody today: would you send a layoff sympathy card? A, yes, it shows that person you care, or B, no, they don't need to be reminded. Here is a snapshot of what our Facebook wall looks like at this moment. Angie Bermudez said, not really, that would be insensitive, almost like saying, I'm glad it's you and not me. And Robin Peck said, cards in most cases are for happy occasions that are to be celebrated. Nothing to celebrate in this case. I'm the queen of card sending, but not for this. And Donna said, absolutely not, tacky. And then Jean went on to say, there are times when the less said, the better. I think this is one of those times. So we do have a couple of more comments that came in after that. If you want to leave one, plenty of room for you to do so, or you can vote in the poll, and we'll have the results at the end of the show.